Thanks for checking out this video. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Then we had Brian Myers, Bear Bronson versus Vincent and Dutch.
47 years old.
Versus BDE and Rich Swann versus Sinner and Saint. And this is a four-way tag match. It was fun, you know. They just did a lot of big moves and wild stuff. And Brian Myers and Bear Bronson won. I got nothing bad to say about this match. It was a good match. And Brian Myers and Bear Bronson will get a future shot at the TNA tag titles. But the most notable thing about this match is BDE, like, they didn't introduce anybody. They go to commercial, they come back, and the four guys are in the ring and the match starts. No graphic, nothing. So we have to wait as the announcers try to fill us in on who everybody is if you don't know. And BDE, the YouTube guy, is teaming with another guy. And I'm looking at this guy, and he's bald, shaved face, but like he's good. And I'm like, who is this guy? I have no earthly idea who this guy is. I'm just like, who is that? And the announcers start talking about Rich Swann. And I'm like looking around the ring and I'm like, where's Rich Swann? What are you guys talking about? It turns out this guy is Rich Swann. And so my first thought is, God, what happened over the last couple of weeks where like he lost a hair match or whatever? And it turns out like apparently he just showed up at the building. He had shaved his head. He had shaved his face. Completely unrecognizable. I had no idea who it was. And like, I'm just watching the whole match and I'm just like, what happened? He just woke up one day and shaved his head and beard. And then he's like out there and, you know, having a good match and everything. But it was baffling. It's like something like this would only happen in TNA. So we had a Moose promo. And all I can think is like, you know, this guy's getting turned on by Alicia Edwards. It's coming. Hasn't happened yet, but it's coming. We had Elena Black and
I don't like that. I'm not a fan of that storyline. Like, how could you be managing?
Tom, why do you have all these hats?
How could you be managing?
I need a drink.
Moose, but then you are also in a. You have to go home to your husband who's feuding with him. I just don't believe it.
I need to put absinthe in this. Elena Blake and Mara Sade had a match. Two former TNA wrestlers. And it was there. And the most notable thing about it is, like, God bless her, but I don't know what to do with Elena Black because Mara Sade, like, out-wrestled her, like, wrestled rings around her. And Elena, I don't know, man. It's just like, I don't know.
Well, let me be fair here. Like, we see video and pictures of Mara Sade training quite frequently. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it looks like the break's already here. Apparently we drank too long. I'll talk about the main event and the aftermath after the break. Observer Live. I got to finish this report because the last 30 minutes was the best and worst of TNA. So the main event is Leon Slater and Nick Nemeth, okay? And they had a really good match. It's for the X Division title. Leon Slater's a champion. And they go back and forth. Everyone looks great. Ryan Nemeth tries to interfere, and Leon Slater foils him, hits his senton 450, and he didn't just pin Nick Nemeth clean. He, like, puts his knee on the guy's face and poses in the camera, and it was like he beat this dude. And I just watching this thinking, sometimes this is the most incompetently booked show I've ever seen. And even these people know to push Leon Slater. Like, you look at the TNA usage of Leon Slater compared to what NXT did with Javon, and it's like, TNA figured this out, guys. You guys couldn't figure this out, but TNA did. How does that make you feel? Then, we had the worst of TNA. So they have the feast or fired concept, where if you get a certain briefcase in this match, you end up opening it up, it says you're fired like you're fired. So Steve Macklin got the fired briefcase. He gets fired. So he ends up, after he gets fired, he goes to say goodbye to everybody, and then he turns heel. He beats up Mike Santana, and he beats up Tom Hannafin, the announcer, just runs roughshod and everything like this. And, of course, you know, Santana, he demands revenge against this guy. And the end of the show has Daria coming out, and she literally announces that she likes the idea of him being reinstated. So she announces that Steve Maclin has been reinstated, thus killing the Feast or Fired stipulation.
What?
Yep. And then it gets better. Santino comes out after they reinstate Steve Maclin, and Santino, the babyface, announces the main event of the next pay-per-view is, in fact, Steve Maclin versus Mike Santana. Mike Santana gets his revenge for the title.
Wow. Fantastic.
And the show ends, I swear to God, with Tom Hannafin cutting a promo into the camera talking about, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Not only did this guy get reinstated after being fired, but he's being rewarded with a title match. And that's how the show, I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. That's how the show ended. The main announcer
He buried the show that he was on.
And the booking. And the main event of the next pay-per-view. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and click that notify button, and you'll never miss a video again.